Statcast is part of our What's New series, covering SOLIDWORKS sustainability. Along with improved algorithms and a more robust and flexible life cycle inventory, which makes sustainability calculations even more accurate, sustainability has been improved in the following areas you see on your screen. First, let's examine the ability to check the environmental impact on painted parts. This is a new feature with SOLIDWORKS Sustainability 2013, and if your parts are painted, you can now determine the environmental impact. By using the surface area of your parts, we can determine the amount of paint and the environmental impact due to the surface area. Once we turn on SOLIDWORKS Sustainability and we specify a material for our model, we can go down to the manufacturing section, and towards the bottom of the manufacturing section we have a new category for paint. If we select the pull down, we have an opportunity to select from no paint, water-based paint, and solvent-based paint, all of which will affect the environment differently in your exploration of your model. And that's what's new with the environmental impact on painted parts in Sustainability 2013. The next enhancement I want to mention is the ability to expand past SOLIDWORKS Sustainability and be able to export your results to other software. In Sustainability 2013, it is now possible to export your sustainability settings for the use in the GABI lifecycle assessment software that's produced by PE International. To do this, you select the Save As icon down below, and you switch your file type from Report to the GABI input file. This will generate a dataset that can be imported into the GABI lifecycle assessment software for use in other softwares beyond the SOLIDWORKS interface. The next enhancement for 2013 is comparing the financial impact of material choices with sustainability. Under the environmental impact section of our results, we have a new section highlighted with our red arrow indicating the material financial impact based off of our settings. Now, this material financial impact result is directly correlated to the overall mass of your parts and is used to compare and contrast between different materials for your same parts. Let's jump into sustainability and see how this new results section works. So if we go in and we establish some setup settings for material, manufacturing, end of life, let's go down and examine the environmental impact section. More specifically, look at the material financial impact. Once we set a baseline for this, now we can go in and change the actual material from the database, perhaps a different class of material. Let's go in and choose from steel, let's choose a 1060 aluminum alloy. Once the environmental impact results have finished calculating, you can see that with regards to water, we're comparatively better. We're about 30% less obtrusive than we are with steel. But with regards to financial impact, we're about 73% more expensive if we use the 1060 alloy than our other flavor of steel. Again, this results section is for comparison only. Hence, if I go in and I set this as my new baseline and change my material class back to steel, I'm going to see an improvement in the financial impact of my study setup. In addition to comparing your class of materials from within the environmental impact section, you could also use the Find Similar capability and refine your search and compare using the material financial impact section located below here in 2013. So what is this value that we see that's associated to the material financial impact? For Sustainability 2013, we've taken all of our material classes and individual materials and we've assigned a new custom property to the material. This is the financial impact custom property to the material. Now for these default units, the value of the material defined in the database is going to be US dollars per kilogram. Now this has been done to the entirety of the sustainability materials database. However, if you use custom materials, let me show you how to go about and apply this custom financial impact property name to your custom materials. Simply go on over to the SOLIDWORKS design tree and edit the material. Now, if you have an established custom material like you see here, we simply select the material, we go over to the Custom tab, and we add a new custom property. Although the custom property does not have to be case sensitive, you must use the actual words financial impact in the cell. You can add a description, and more importantly, you can add the value. And again, the unit is going to be currency per unit of measure, in this case, US dollars per kilogram. Hit apply, and close the database. Now, after refreshing SOLIDWORKS Sustainability, when we go into our materials database, and we choose the custom material, we can now compare our material financial impact of our custom material with anything that's already included in the materials database by default. One last time, I'll set this as my current database, then switch it from a custom material to something very similar, and expect to see a difference in my financial impact. And that's comparing the financial impact in SOLIDWORKS Sustainability 2013. The next enhancement I want to cover is the fact that we can now use the TRACI assessment methodology, also known as TRACI, starting in 2013. We can still use the original CML assessment methodology, which is still the most commonly used assessment methodology used outside of the United States. To access and change the assessment methodology, simply go into your Sustainability Property Manager and hit the pull-down menu at the very bottom of the interface. We're going to set up our new baseline and perhaps make some changes to do some comparisons. At the end of the assessment, we can save our results out and within the report we can see the assessment methodology used under the environmental impact. One last thing to point out with regards to the new methodology assessment are the units used for the environmental impact section of your reports and under the property manager inside of SOLIDWORKS itself. And this is changing the assessment methodology in 2013. The last enhancement for SOLIDWORKS Sustainability 2013 is the ability to use and change your units in the Find Similar dialog box. For example, if we go in and we create an assessment, we get some results, and we want to switch up the material to a different material that has similar properties, I can click on the Find Similar dialog box, and in my Find Similar pop-up, I can simply go down and I have a new section called Units. I can hit the pull down, and I can specify my units from the pull down menu. An important thing to note with regards to units is that these units are the same units available when you go in and you edit your material with the SOLIDWORKS Materials Editor. Once we choose the different units, and we can find similar materials. And that's what's new with selecting units with Sustainability 2013. And thank you for viewing this Digital Dimensions CADcast. Please visit us at www.ddicad.com.